What's up, Defined Strength? It's Thomas. I wanted to touch a little bit today on overtraining. Everyone hates that word. That's a very terrifying word. Even I know that is scary to even think about if you're going to overtrain yourself. Which is why the advice I'm about to give you on overtraining is going to sound ridiculously backwards, because my advice of the day is telling you to overtrain. I'm telling you to, go through the process of overtraining. And that sounds really backwards, even me saying it. That sounded better in my head. But there's a reason. When people work out, they're afraid to push themselves sometimes because they think, hey, I don't want to push myself too far. I don't want to push my body too far. I don't want to overtrain. I shouldn't do this last rep, etc., etc. They're afraid. Being afraid when working out is very bad. I've commented on that before. But the point is, it gets you very scared. Why? Because they don't know where their limit is. If you don't know where your limit is, you're going to have no idea you have no idea what to do. You might be able to do 500 reps and never overtrain, but you only do 30 because you're freaked out. You don't know where that barrier is between your body being okay and just going through a day of rest, or just shutting down and acting like a zombie. I was always a person afraid of overtraining. And I always backed off whenever I kind of felt a little weary. But I had the experience of overtraining this weekend. That was not fun. I didn't listen to my body last week, doing all these powerlifting, CrossFit type exercises, something my body wasn't used to. I was doing them 4 days a week. I didn't listen to my body last week because I kind of felt tired, but it was a different kind of tired. My body craved foam rolling and stretching and yoga, and not just rest. It craved those things. I needed to repair my body manually, not just rest and the body would do it itself. I didn't know what to do. I ignored it. That was a bad move. And then I worked out Sunday. I got halfway through my workout and then collapsed in the corner of the gym. Proceeded to come home and spend the next of the 2 days as a zombie. My home was my bed, my couch, my chair, my floor, my bathroom floor, my living room floor, my kitchen counter, anything I could just lie my head down and not move. I could barely hold up a conversation, let alone walk 5 meters to get food. It was terrible. It was a horrific experience that I never want to experience again. But here's the thing. I now know what that's like. I now know where my limit is for my body when it comes to an exercise like that. When I'm pushing myself to do 3 reps, I'm in a very high intensity workout near my 1 rep max, 4 days a week is too much for me. Back it down to 3, and I'll probably go 2 for a bit until I get the confidence to go back up to 3. And see, hindsight is always 20/20. Hindsight you can never go wrong with. It's one of those things that you just know it. There's a psychology principle, whatever. I don't know. It always says hindsight is very clear. But see, now I know what overtraining feels like. I know what it feels like going up to it. And that is how I know where my limit is. So now when I go into even different exercise, different workouts, where I'm not pushing myself to the max 4 days a week, I may be pushing myself 10 reps and stuff, but let's say I do 6 days a week or 7 days a week. If I feel what I felt last week, that manually having to repair myself instead of just resting and having my body do it, then I know, hey, I'm about to overtrain. Let's stop this, let's back off. And then I know where to back off. I'm no longer afraid of overtraining because I know where my limit is. That's what I encourage everyone to do. That's why I say to overtrain yourself, because then you will know where your limit is. You will know what it feels like when you're about to overtrain instead of your body just being tired because it's getting worked out. Some people will work out because someone told them to 4 days a week, doing a light intensity or even a high intensity workout. And they never want to push themselves more because they're afraid. They're overtraining. Like, oh, hey, want to do a second workout today, dude? Oh, no. I'd overtrain myself. They don't know, though. Think, if they could. What if they could work out 6 days a week? Expand that, and they don't. Expand that 3 months. That's 12 weeks. Two more workouts a week, that's 24 workouts. That's a ridiculous amount. That's like taking 3 weeks off and just saying, I'd rather not work out today, for the next 3 weeks. I'm afraid I might push myself. You missed out on it because you don't know where your limit is. If you overtrain, though, and I'm not saying do it more than once, do it only because of a learning experience. You have to learn it the hard way. You'll know where that limit is. You'll know what you'll feel like, and you'll no longer be afraid of it. I am so happy I went through that experience because now I have the knowledge to know where my limit is. So that's it. That's all I wanted to say. Go out and safely overtrain. It sounds so bad. But safely overtrain, not to overtrain, but to know for the next times when your body is about to overtrain. So you can no longer be afraid of it and can be very aware of it and know how to handle it.